Hey guys, I'm coming to you from the past. So you're watching this video, it's probably like May 7th or 8th. As you're watching this video, I think I'm about a month ahead on video production. I usually make videos, like a month ahead of time. But today is April the 8th, Solar Eclipse Day here in North America. So that's why I said I'm coming to you from the past. And I have a timeless message for you. So past, future doesn't matter. A timeless message that I'm going to share with you today. But so I'm in Denver, Colorado. So I'm not in the totality zone. But right now it's about 12:40. So right about peak time for the eclipse right now. So I think peak time was 12:33. So at least from Denver, it's going to be as eclipsy as it's going to get, right? And I'll flash a picture on your screen here. This is a picture that I took with a Minolta 35 millimeter film camera. So a camera that was made in 1978. And I took that picture in 2017, the last time we had a solar eclipse here in North America. And I was in Wyoming in the totality zone. And it's like nighttime for about 3 solid minutes. So like right now here in Denver, it's like darker. It's kind of like the same amount of light that you would get on a cloudy day, but there's no clouds. Like it's perfectly clear today, but the amount of light is like it's cloudy because there's an eclipse, right? But yeah, when I took that picture, I'll flash it on your screen again. When I took that picture, I was in the totality zone in Wyoming, and I took it with that old-fashioned camera with a telephoto lens. So I thought this would be a very auspicious time to talk about spirituality. I just, it was the peak time of the eclipse today, and I already went and looked at it a bunch of times. I got my special glasses. And I said, well, this is the perfect time to make a spiritual video, isn't it? Right? In the middle of an eclipse. Okay. So we're going to make a spiritual video. But what is spiritual? That's exactly what this video is all about today, my friends. So it's true that certain celestial events, like the more conscious you are, the more awakened you are, certain celestial events, they do seem to affect you differently. That is a thing. And it's not good or bad from the perspective of self, the true self, non-duality, who you really are. But what I notice, there's kind of a thing on the internet, kind of the pop culture spiritualism, and it's all fine, it's all good, there's no judgment. I'm into some of that stuff, I got like my altar here that I do every day. I do like a special prayer, and I do the Heart-Brain Coherence, the Heart Math Institute in California, the special technique for heart-brain coherence. I'll link it down below for you. I made a special video to show you how to do that. Because if there's coherence between your heart and your brain, it's easier for you to manifest, and it's easier for you to chill and to enjoy life as a spiritual being. Notice I did not say spiritual person. But this stuff, this is all stuff for being a spiritual person, the crystals and the incense and all that kind of stuff, right? And there's nothing wrong with that stuff. And I even, like, once a year, I'll get an astrology reading. You know what I mean? I'll do stuff like that. And that's all good and fine. But it's not really spiritual. It's fun to do that stuff. It's fine to do that stuff. And it could be useful to do that stuff. But that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about today. Like, what is spiritual? What is that really? Because it's beyond form. It's beyond the mortal person, including mental forms, right? Like the personality that we have, the identity that we seem to have as a mortal human. But who you really are, the spirit, beyond all forms, is formless. It's not a story. It's not a concept. It's not a history. And it's not a personality type. It's, you know, there's, like, to say that I'm a spiritual person, I don't know what else to say. So I don't really say that to people. I kind of like make a point of not saying that to people. I just kind of tell people I'm a spiritual teacher, or I like to meditate, because I really get what this is. This is a remembrance of who you really are. You are consciousness. You are not the forms, including the mental forms. And we're not saying that that's bad. We're not saying any of that stuff is bad. That's just not who you really are. And the thing about this, guys, is who you really are as the timeless, there's that word again, the timeless, formless essence, who you really are, is what makes all of the forms work. That's what makes all that stuff work, right? These things on my altar here, these are just tools to help me remember, to get me in the, I don't want to say in the mood, because it's not a mood, but they're just reminders. They're just pointings. They're keeping me in this place of spaciousness, which is not a place to stay in, actually, because it's who I really am. Who I really am is not that which needs to be reminded. That's what's so paradoxical about this, about what spiritualism really is. What spiritualism really is not a concept. So to even call it spiritualism is like nonsensical. It's like non sequitur, right? To even say that there is an it for you to be talking about, because who you really are is that. This is why spiritual teachers often, instead of calling it a teaching, they'll call it a pointing, because I can only point you at it. I can't give that to you. I can't show that to you. I can only remind you that you are that. There's nothing for me to teach you. There's not a concept for me to give to you. There's just who you are. That's just who you really are, beyond the mind. But you can experience that. You feel that. You experience the true self. I'm going to stand out here in the eclipse light because it's probably giving me some download activation. Spiritual, I'm spiritual, I'm ascending in the eclipse light. Spiritual, I'm gonna, oh yeah, new earth, spiritual. No, I don't know. No, there is something to that though. I don't know what it is. There's something about celestial events, that I think has an effect on your metaphysical component. So we are body, mind, soul, right? The soul is who you really are. It's consciousness. But the metaphysical component, which is the mind, thoughts, emotions, telepathy, metaphysical energy, chakras, and these kinds of things, I think is affected by these types of events. But again, no matter how it's affected, when you remember who you are, you flow with it. You flow with whatever changes are taking place. They don't bother you, even if there's turbulence. So again, even the forms, they don't work without that remembrance of self first, and it's an experience. You don't acquire that. You just are that. The ego just comes in and covers it up. This is why spiritual teachers, the enlightened ones, they say, yeah, I never became enlightened. I just remembered that I already was that. The whole problem the whole time as I was trying to reach enlightenment was that I was trying to get there. That was the whole problem. That's why it took so long, So I hope that makes sense. I hope you had a good day on Eclipse Day. And I hope you're having a good day today. And thanks for watching my video. Now go meditate. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye now.